Kayak lebih ngisi set takut gitu apa lagi. Nah dulu dah ini story. Hah? God lagi makanya gue
All the world holds dear.
Kenapa juga kesini lagi? Oh yang itu kemungkinan kali gitu. Oh my.
If the Tenryo Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could—
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part.
Exactly. So let's keep.
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
Hello you two. We were just talking about what an impact you've made in Inazuma.
Greetings. Thank you both again for.
Ah, so they're friends of yours. I'm Master Kamaji's servant. Call me
Oh,
Iimpact.
beneran TP.
Well, the Tri-Commission's work, but recently she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection. Since she is we all understand if the Shogun needs some quiet time to gather her thoughts. The only problem is, in the meantime— Yep, that's the one. And all the time it's been there, the storm has never changed.
What? So her will's changed and she wants to destroy Inazuma now? Or is this her way of trying to get revenge on us? Nuh-uh! She lost to us. Taiwan's just, you know...
I don't think you need to worry about that. The reason we're
Considering Liu as god left not too long ago, it's hard not to take it as a bad sign. A lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wilder because the almighty Shogun is having health problems. The fact that she won't see anyone right now makes us concerned that things are only going to get worse.
Right. So, before rumors start spreading, Miss Kamisato got me to come here.
Unfortunately, the reality is that the Tenryo Commission is facing huge internal instability at the moment.
Huh?
The Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Fatui, and everyone knows that a change of commissioner is inevitable. It's just a matter—
To put it simply, no one will take orders from the Kujo clan anymore. But there's—
If Mr. Takayuki was in better health,
My lack of ability is to blame. I failed to uncover the truth in time, and I failed to stop my father.
don't blame yourself, Master. You have to at least keep your chin up.
Yes, you're right. Masahito has enough on his plate. Okay, Toma, let's revisit this discussion in a few days. Right now, I need to go visit Takatsukasa Sus.
I suppose. Well,
I'll come with you, Master.
No need.
Oh, okay.
If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation and the... If things carry on like this, people will start to...
Huh? You...
Don't know for sure, but we may as well try.
sounds like you guys know what to do. Shall I leave it up? You know, everyone's worrying about the Shogun's condition.
The way Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might have the chance. Let's take a trip to the...
Siapa sih Miko? Refleksi. Wah, gini dong. Miko atau Miko. Cari ya ini. Tuh, dia. Kalau Miko.
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit me? What a smooth talker. Though your eyes do not lie as convincingly as your tongue. Still, your answer has put me in a good mood. So tell me, what is the...
We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then the thunderstorm around... Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will.
All right. There's little purpose in keeping anything hidden from you anyway. Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled.
What?
Her power was already on the decline. Then you dealt her that fateful strike. The defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dongo and light novels when I... Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with, she was so angry she...
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over something like that?
Before you get too indignant, A seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will... I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she is But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you, when I already have everything one could ever want? Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the gate.
Thanks, Miko!
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest... Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit.
The almighty Shogun has requested solitude.
Oh, we've got a pass...
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person. Wait. This is... authentic. Understood. Then as the Shogun is... Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful, and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
Look how she's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Wait, no, it's us! Why are you treating us like we're your enemy? We made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate means!
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden. Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude. That is of no concern.
What did you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must follow her will.
Paimon gets it. So then, but why? Surely you going about your business. She's got plenty of space in there. Seems like it would be the...
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this. I cannot. In my current state, even if I am currently unwilling to deal with any It has been forbidden.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
Oh, it's you two. It's been a while. The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me.
Oh. Dengan di kejauhan.
That was terrifying! Would it be so hard to give us a little warning first?
It's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting. As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity. And thinking takes time. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
No. She was not... Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. For now, While I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's...
Oh, Paimon gets it now. The thunderstorm.
The thunderstorm is getting out of control?
Huh? Okay.
I see.
You can fix it.
It's just a minor error.
Wait.
This kind of thing was bound to happen.
Yeah.
A small modification to the Shogun should fix it. Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable for something to go wrong when you start tweaking things. Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
It's fine. Just as long as you can fix it is all.
Not much. As before, I can... But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would be...
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, and who knows, a change...
You mean, leave the plane of euthymia? It's unnecessary, as far as I'm concerned. But since you're in... All right, then. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me...
What? But you're just A's consciousness.
I have my ways. I would never subject myself...
Oh, great. Then there's nothing to worry.
Tour guides?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips.
Kita ngedet bareng A. Kemudian provinsi. Jalan-jalan dengan ini. Guys, ini video kali ini. Thank you guys. Let's go. Ngeliat tuh, udah ngeliat sampai atas, sekarang ngeliat tuh, itu Falcon kalian.
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it. The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected.
It's the Shogun! What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
Isn't the Shogun sick? This is quite sudden.
I appear to have frightened the people.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to come here just to pass the time or to relax.
So, what do we do now? Should we go away for a while and make a more low-profile return later?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. Let's just relax.
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind. This definitely seems like your style, A.
A.
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. A, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either?
Zhongli.
Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
Talagang
Shogun, excuse me.
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. I'm having a change of pace today. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh? Milk? Sounds kind of like the odd one out.
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty. You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk. The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with eternity.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be shaken by dango and milk?
Huh. Why do I feel like she's different than I expected? Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either, and both dango and milk have a short shelf life. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise, in the right proportion, it tasted superb.
A chance combination. Interesting. May I try this drink?
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly. And you two should try it too.
Nice. It's sweet. The sensation is not so different from eating a dessert. A unique beverage indeed.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
It's a little bit like porridge? But the resemblance is only superficial. Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this dango milk must sell exceptionally well, no?
Well, I won't lie to you. Sales are very average.
Huh? So it's selling slowly? Why is that?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination, even though everyone who's tried it before rates it highly. I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual tastes. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
Ah, I see. Well, that can be fixed. I'll just have the Yashiro Commission order a few hundred cups and go door-to-door delivering them.
No, almighty Shogun. That's too much.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on dango milk. Oh, I would No need. That would be needlessly indulgent. There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than meditating alone all the time. By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House to sell some sort of light novels. She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself. Can you take me there?
Sure! Let's go and have a look!
Okay.
Shogun! Almighty Shogun!
what brings you to the Publishing House? Do you have instructions for us?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management? Or publishing regulations? Or fire safety measures?
She just wants to browse your books.
The almighty Shogun wishes to read light novels?
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public, and the content is all kinds of strange. I'm not sure we have anything quite to the almighty Shogun's taste.
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it? What could I misunderstand, really?
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's just...
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
Well... Okay, then. Please proceed to the bookshelf over there. It has all the latest bestsellers. There are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I've just finished compiling them into a saleable form. Don't take them too seriously. It's all just a bit of fun.
Okay. Let's go then.
Let's go.
Huh. How can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber of this material? I know every individual word in these books' titles, so why is it that they make no sense to me in these particular combinations? Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat Sansetias to become stronger. It's so long. Is it true that hilly churls grow stronger from eating Sansetias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat, at least.
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device.
Apa yang tadi?
So it's made up? What's the point of that? Without being grounded in reality, how can the story be believable?
Kalau introvert.
Also, I'm fairly certain that hilly churls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be documenting hilly churl life from an outside perspective, perhaps?
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now.
Ya terlalu modern.
How about we choose for you? We can pick out some novels that are easier to understand and give you the scoop.
All right, then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read, but with stories like these, I don't even know where to start. I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure the stories are very entertaining.
All right, leave it to us. We'll be back in a jiffy. This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against.
Reinkarnasi. Baca cerita romansa saya. Baca luar biasa kisah cinta masa muda aku. Ya biasa dengan tujuan tak cantik. Udah yang bisa berbuat buruk maksudnya elektrik biasa menjadi politik sekarang.
This is Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart since childhood. Yeah, she has so much love to give. She deserves it. The plot is really gripping. But would A really understand this kind of mortal romance?
Diri memang dia ceritanya fokus pada bertarung dalam sambutan dari seorang investor tapi tidak mendapatkan pendekar dari sebagai musuhnya mencari gara-gara
What a strange someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world. You do have a point. And a character
untuk mengerti kan karena kepala Makoto Tentunya kuasa terbatas. Sambar petir di wajah pantas dan sebetulnya kuat tak terbatas. Bisa memberikan kesan seorang yang berubah dari terbatas dan seorang desa yang sudah tidak bisa dilihat. Entah kenapa.
With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda was nervous about letting. Hyman thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the author in trouble. Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff this
Yes.
That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
Apa ya? Bisa romansa.
The looks on your
Di
faces tell me you found some good stories.
Jangan aja deh. Biar.
Why are there 7 people all striving to have a relationship with a single male protagonist? Is it?
Not really. It's a pretty normal story.
I see. Yes, this is an important relationship, so could the author not simply add a narrative device whereby the main character...
That would be the most boring love story.
Love.
So what do you think of Yai published? Do you like the story?
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself. Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plane of Euthymia, there was no... In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create but the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed with time. I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were... But the truth is right here in front of my eyes. And I can't deny it.
And that's exactly why we brought you out. To take a look around and get some fresh ideas. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving life in the present. That's gotta be a good thing, right?
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change. But I do not wish for my pursuit of eternity to stop human lives from changing for the better. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me. This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, this trip has been quite an occasion. I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough. I hope I will remember it for a long time to come.
Ooh, great idea! Ace had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to remember it.
Take a photo? Once again, I'm faced with a combination of words that makes absolutely no sense to me.
It's okay. Come with us. We'll find a scenic spot and show you what we mean.
Pergi ke tempat-tempat yang berfoto. Bersama Ki.
So, what are we supposed to be doing?
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. All you need to do is stand over there and strike a pose. Basically, a photo makes a visual record of you at this very moment in time, so it makes a great souvenir.
Okay, so what exactly is striking a pose? Ah, I see. So in other words, I need to do some sort of visually agreeable action in front of you, right? The more I think about it, the more embarrassing it seems. How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but not too over the top. This isn't coming naturally to me at all. Okay, I'll try that. All right. Well, I'll leave the decision to you. This doesn't feel very me. Is this okay? All right. Well, I'll leave casual.
Mana sih kameranya?
How about this? This feels quite natural.
Itu kepala
All right. Well, I'll leave. This doesn't feel very
kurang cocok.
me. All right. Well, okay. I'll try that.
Wah, bentar.
All right.
Tadinya sama ini.
Well,
Jelas,
casual.
santai.
How about this? All right. Well, okay. I'll try that. Okay, let's get started.
Let's pick a good angle to record.
So a photo is a visual. Fascinating.
Oh, bener. Kayak pos itu. Di HP itu. Foto ini terus berdiri berpikir di kaca pinggang. Kontrol apa ini? Oh, kayak bisa nggak ya kalau seperti ini? Kenapa ngeliatnya ke sana? Mungkin itu. Atau sampai nah foto semua serius temen serius. Nah, semula aja berpikir berpikir. Nah, ini dia tuh kontrol hanya. Oke, kita dulu. Kita suruh dia ganti posisi lagi. Berpikir. Kurang ke sini. Nggak tengah-tengah, ke kanan, harus diset. Ya, kita aja lah ya. Ke kaca pinggang. Tapi dia tuh selalu lurus gitu. Biar nggak salah. Apa bedanya sama aja sepertinya? Oke, ketiga aja. Ya, apa sih? Pesan latar belakang buram. Oh, bokeh. Lihat kamera. Menunjukkan karakter. Informasi. Dan kamera telah disesuaikan dengan sudut 4. Coba dulu. Mantap.
It's a wrap! Take a look! Here's the photo we took of you.
Wow. This is astonishing. Is it some kind of magic? It seems to be another copy of me. But she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk. I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid, but it actually looks more natural than I imagined. The pose is exactly the same, And so is the scenery in the background. I can't imagine how it's achieved.
That's what makes it so special!
Hang on. I'm still struggling to understand this. I need you to explain it again. So, the one in this photo, are you sure it isn't me? If it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me? And if she is me,
Bingung
then
banget.
who am I?
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Over to you, Traveler. Hey, that's right! Do you think the Shogun counts as you?
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Inazuma into anybody else's hands.
So then, who does that make you, here and now?
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that. My existence... I think I understand. I am me. There is only one of me. But I can exist in many different forms. It's not important what form I exist in. The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence. The question of whether or not she is me is not determined by any of her components.
In that case, this picture is one of your forms of existence too.
So even I, who seeks eternity, am constantly changing my form of existence. Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging?
Kenapa?
Everything I have encountered on this journey with you has been from beyond my existing sphere of knowledge. You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell, but all this has challenged my understanding of things. Based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept that Inazuma is a completely different place from the one I remember. But it would be incorrect to conclude from this that the Inazuma of today is no longer Inazuma. Both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent god were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if I were really getting closer to eternity, none of this ever would have happened. Perhaps... Perhaps I've been holding on to everything too tightly.
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured things out. And that means that we've done a really great job as her guides.
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting so noisy down there? Oh, that sounded like Ippei. What could be the matter?
Ippei? Is that someone from the Tenryou Commission?
Yep, let's find out what's going on. Hey, Ippei, what's the matter?
Ah, it's you. Huh? The almighty Shogun. You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji? I am very sorry, he's not here at the moment. But if it pleases you, I will gladly deliver a message on your behalf.
It's okay. I'm not here to see him. We just heard you calling out, so we came to see what was going on.
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiations, and I'm starting to get worried. In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and coming back late. It's perfectly possible that he just found somewhere he likes and lost track of time. But for some reason, today, I'm particularly nervous.
Kujo Kamaji. A descendant of the Kujo clan, I presume.
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment, and Master Masahito is rarely home, Master Kamaji is currently serving as representative of the Kujo clan.
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the Tenryou Commission at present. Does this have anything to do with Kujo Kamaji?
Forgive us, almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan has failed in its duty. The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryou Commission is in decline. Plus you, you have yet to issue a verdict on the Commission's future. So, Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsukasa clan with a view of having them take over.
Surely they would be discussing something like that at their headquarters, right? Why are you looking for them here?
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere. I'm a little confused as to why, to be honest, but I didn't feel it was my place to question the higher-ups. The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine. I believe the Takatsukasa clan have some kind of base there.
Takatsukasa. Another familiar name. They have been faithfully serving the Kujo clan all these years?
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I understand they must have had a lot of ground to cover, but still, there's no way it should have gone on this long. I've searched all over the city. If he really hasn't returned yet, then... Yeah, I thought of that possibility too. But someone of my rank can't just go venturing into No need. I'm probably just overthinking things. Besides, if they're still at it, they'll only blame me for interrupting the negotiations. I'm only a lowly servant. But Master Kamaji and I grew up together. It'd be terrible if anything ever happened to him. I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really share his burdens. But the last thing I'd want would be for him to come to harm when I could have done something about it.
What do you think, Almighty Shogun?
Let's go see what's happening. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if we do happen to interrupt the negotiations. Besides, this has only come about because I failed to make a timely decision. This issue started with me, and I shall be the one to finish it.
Thank you so much, Shogun. Let me mark out the location of the base for you.
Oke. Terus kasihkan pulang. Ini di mana itu? Di situ. Kamu bisa tes deh.
No, my sword!
Pos rahasia. Oh kita pakai slot gitu. Wow. Double Shogun kan bisa.
Whoa! Look at how well hidden this place.
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountains. I feel something that doesn't belong here. I sense danger.
Huh?
We should proceed with caution. The Kujo clan descendant may well be in trouble.
Oke. Sebenarnya kita pakai dua slot. Kalau karakternya sama. Kita lihat. Ambil nomor 90. Kerja 11. Nice. Endorphin maksudnya. Saya pakai 15. C3. Tunggu save musuh. 20%. Bonus. Wow.
Shine down!
is not right. We must remove all those who stand in our way. There is no escape.
To the ferry. Let's another day.
Wah, ini mah udah ada aja lah. Kan
Illusion shattered.
begitu dong.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Oh gila, langsung ikut up. Tulisannya juga cepat.
Shine down.
To the ferry. Let's get down to retribution.
Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish.
Kaget.
Know my soul.
Pakai
Let me weave you a verse.
Shine down.
To the ferry.
Everybody stand back.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Cepet banget.
There is no escape.
Say no more. To the ferry.
Enak banget.
Retribution.
Shine down. Torn to oblivion.
Kali ini masih
Rain outlines your fate.
hits gitu. Oh,
What's one more point?
Illusion shattered.
Rain cutter.
This will do! Fall before me!
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Shine down.
ya nggak masuk.
Rain outlines your fate.
Over! Taste my blade!
Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish.
Oh,
This will end you!
Shine down.
Taste my blade! I'm ready! Burn!
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
Adventure time. I'm going in.
Look! It's Kujo Kamaji!
mana yang
Who's he with?
berkelas itu?
Almighty Shogun!
Shogun, what are you?
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan. Explain what is going on here.
Oh, we're just discussing some minor issues that have cropped up in the Tenryo Commission recently. Really, it's nothing worth the almighty Shogun worrying about.
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the hiring of Ronin and Kairagi to keep guard?
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil lately. It was just out of security considerations, that's all.
Silence. Descendant of the Kujo clan. Your turn.
All right. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was a written confession from the Kujo clan.
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the inception of the Vision Hunt Decree, including all the recent misconduct.
All factual statements, of course. Not a single one of them fabricated.
I can't deny that. But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clan's achievements throughout the document, claiming they stood steadfast all along and fought back against the crisis. These are all falsehoods.
Says who? Why, you two-faced? You're going back on everything you said.
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make themselves look good, so they'll be first in line to replace the Kujo clan. Why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light, and try to make me sign it under duress?
What are you talking about? You're not under duress, we're just negotiating here. You've completely changed your tune.
I believe I now understand the situation.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not a single word they say can be trusted.
You are quite mistaken if you think your dispute is of any interest to me. Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan, you wish to become the new Tenryo commissioner. Do I understand this correctly?
Well, yes, of course. It's the eternal pursuit of everyone in the Tenryo Commission to offer our lives in service of the almighty Shogun.
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made it. After all, I am the one who appoints the Tenryo commissioner. The process is quite simple. Anyone who can beat me in a duel becomes the new commissioner.
Sorry, a duel with the almighty Shogun?
The first Tenryo commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. That is why the title has been passed down within the Kujo clan ever since. If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally, there must first be a new duel.
Udah
Do you not know how to wield a blade? Or do you simply doubt your abilities on account of your advanced age and declining physical condition? Here you are talking about offering your life, and yet you are too afraid to face my blade.
Well...
Well, never mind. What about one of you, then? Anyone who can defeat me, Takatsukasa or not, will be appointed the new Tenryo commissioner. Does not a single person dare to face me?
I will challenge you, almighty Shogun.
What?
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Regrettably, even if you win against me, it cannot atone for the wrongs committed under the Kujo name.
I realize that. I don't stand a chance of winning against you anyway. I know full well that the mistakes my father made ought to spell the end of the Kujo clan's legacy in the Tenryo Commission. Even when I was executing the Vision Hunt Decree, I had doubts about my father's decisions. I knew that what I was doing was wrong. But that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I ruminated. I understood the situation perfectly well, but I took no action, and I didn't save a single person. I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment for my deeds. I can't even say that I failed to prevent it, because in order to fail, you have to have at least tried.
To be brutally honest, for someone of your strength, there is nothing you could have done, even if you had tried.
Yes. I'm too weak. My father ignores me. My elder brother can't help me. And I even need Iimpact to set me straight at times. It's the way it's always been. But if nothing else, and right here, right now in the Kujo clan's final hours, it is I who represent the clan, like my father before me. His duties are now mine to perform. Just as the Shogun said a forefather of mine once showed his will with his sword. Then please, let me, Kujo Kamaji, end the story of the Kujo clan in the same way that it began. This is my last chance to do something.
This is patently meaningless. But I accept. Come forward.
Wah, ya jelas kalah telak kayaknya. Kita menang 8 kan?
The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Ready to learn, Almighty Shogun.
Udah. What?
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins. Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, it is your responsibility to take care of him. You may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust that you are capable of attending to a small matter such as this.
Yes, of course. I apologize. I'm sorry. So sorry.
I had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryou Commission. The search for a successor to the role of Tenryou Commissioner is indeed a matter of great urgency. However, following this duel, I have decided to postpone the Kujo clan's punishment for the time being. In the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue supporting the Kujo clan as before.
As you instruct, so it shall be done. We would not dare question the almighty Shogun's will.
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaws in my judgment, you will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time, my blade will show no mercy.
Understood. Thank you, almighty Shogun, for your wisdom and mercy.
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu continue the investigation from here. Come with me. Let's find a quiet place. There's something I want to talk about with you.
Yes, selesai.
Time to act.
Penasaran. Oh,
Body and mind.
ini kan okay.
When it's time to deal with the situation, you're just like the Shogun. So strict.
Oh, you think so? I thought I was rather accommodating. If it had been the Shogun, she would have decapitated Kujo Kamaji without a second thought. I do believe he was prepared for that outcome. I could see it in his eyes. The Kujo clan has undergone a dramatic change from its glory days to its present decline. Kamaji is hardly a great heir to the Kujo name, but he has shown me how some things remain the same even as the world around them
Kayak itu
changes.
keberanian itu.
I also have you to thank. The things we
Ya ampun,
experienced
mikir
out on the
sama bro.
streets and the photo you took of me, they helped me come to this realization too.
So what's next for the Kujo clan? Will they get to carry on being in charge of the Tenryo Commission?
Not a
Cuma
chance.
satu aja kan?
Even if their heir was someone who showed promise, their past mistakes cannot be erased. Still, I will give them a little more time. After all, they are not the only ones who have made mistakes. The Shogun does not make mistakes. She is incapable of doing so. But I, as A, would like to offer my apologies. I have much to contemplate in the days to come. But at least, I can now see the
Asik.
way ahead. I think I'll leave that to the
Oh,
Shogun.
Shogun.
The greatest threat to eternity is still the erosion that comes with time.
Erosis kan?
As I said, the Shogun has a robust system to protect her against modification. This is because I anticipated that I myself would change over time. But I've made up my mind. So I will do what needs to be done,
Erosi.
no matter how difficult it is. This has certainly been a memorable series of events.
Absolutely. You sorted out the Tenryo Commission, and the people in the city got to see a happy and healthy Shogun. All the awful rumors will disappear in no time. If you enjoyed your trip, we should get you out again sometime.
Bawa main cantik sama hari.
No need. There's no place for such things in my life. Also, please stop making it sound as if I somehow need the company. Okay, I'm ready to head back now. My period of solitude will now continue, but it will not last too much longer.
Iya.
I will leave you humans to deal with any minor issues in the
Tahu dia.
meantime.
Okay, see you next time.
Ya, Aether juga bukan tambah.
Considering a lot of
Dua
what
juga.
happened was pretty unexpected, things seem to have worked out surprisingly well in the end. The only thing left to do is return the past permit to Yaimiko.
Oh, ya dikembaliin lagi. Balik ke Yaimiko. Bicara dengan dia mah betapa ibu.
Miko, we're back! We had a great trip!
Did you now? Well then, you'll have to tell me all about it. How amusing. The almighty Shogun goes downtown, and suddenly she's like a wide-eyed country girl trying to find her bearings in the big city. Marvelous.
Kalau itu kan enggak.
What a shame I didn't get to see it for myself. It's fine. She wouldn't mind. Really, she wouldn't. So, from what you were saying, it seems that she has finally begun to comprehend what form eternity should take? That's the most important outcome of this trip. To be honest, I wasn't expecting you'd make such great progress when I lent you the pass permit.
Yeah, it seems like she's not gonna force everything to stay the same way anymore.
To put it nicely, even deities indulge in wishful thinking. To put it more bluntly, there are things that even the Seven can't do
Ya,
when faced
kembali
with
sih
something
sebenarnya
even
ya
more
jawabannya.
powerful than themselves.
Sebenarnya yang paling benar itu di manusia. Coba prinsip langit. Sebenarnya jawaban benar satu.
Take a guess. Anyway, it sounds like you had a very pleasant trip and even had the chance to see A's less formal side. Next time you wish to see her, you can come and take the pass permit from me again. She would never admit to it, but she does, in fact, get quite lonely.
What? But she said she doesn't need company.
Because she is a god. It's not that gods don't need the company of others. Just that the idea of a god having company seems indulgent to her. But you don't belong to this world. Perhaps you are just the company she needs.
Oh ya kan, iya betul juga sih memberai. Selesai. Bagian 1 berarti pernah di bagian gitu. Seret banget ya, makin tinggi air.
Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
Tentang Raiden.
The puppet, yes. I've also heard that it's most likely the first time in history anyone has faced this issue. This is one problem that even the Muso no Hitotachi will Was there something else? I have no doubt that she immensely enjoyed. What she really wanted to say was this. Was there something? Don't you think it's a fun idea? Someone being reborn as the Raiden. For her, though. Ooh, maybe I should commission a sequel. Reborn as Guji Ai. Was there something else you...
Selesai.